As humans, we all experience a wide range of emotions on a daily basis. And what really is harmful to us is our own anger. So today, I thought that I could help some of you with some anger management techniques that have really helped me. So while I might seem like a very calm person on the surface, I have had my battle with my anger getting the best of me. And I find that in most of the situations, it has put me into a lot of trouble. So, with these simple techniques, I learned how to control it, at least in such a way that it does not hurt other people and mainly does not cause any harm to me. So, as a child, I had a history of violent bursts of anger, which were often triggered by anything as simple as my mother refusing to hand me my toy or just not being able to express myself healthily. So, here are some of the techniques that my mother helped me learn as a child and some that I discovered later as an adult. So, the first method that I ever used and it worked brilliantly for me was to count backwards. Now, the interesting part about counting backwards is that you have to think. You have to put a little more pressure on your brain than you would normally do. Counting 1 to 10 is a child's play, but counting backwards can be difficult. Now, depending on how angry you are, just pick an arbitrary number and then start counting backwards all the way to 0. I find that I get so lost in it that I often forget what I'm even angry about. Another thing that I like to do is a timeout. Now, a timeout is something that is largely regarded as only a practice that is useful for children world over. But I have found that that is not the case. In fact, timeouts can be very useful for adults. There's something very nice and comforting of just taking yourself out of a stressful situation, being able to analyze and regroup your thoughts, and then placing yourself in that situation again. What it generally helps one do is that it helps you reduce the intensity of the emotions that you were feeling and helps you make a more rational decision. So these things have really helped me. The other way of controlling my anger or managing my anger that has been really helpful to me is to think before I speak. Now, it's a very common phenomena for all of us to just speak out something rash that we probably do not mean or intend just in a burst of emotions. A general thought process considers that anger overrides a lot of other emotions and even logic most of the times, which causes us to speak out in a manner that might be considered unsavory in a public place. Therefore, what I like to do is just frame my thoughts and figure out what I am going to say in my mind before I am saying it. Now, I always have the choice to filter what I'm saying by doing so. If it seems inappropriate or if it feels like it's going to hurt someone, I can avoid saying it. So for me, managing anger has been simple as that. I hope these techniques work for you too. Thank you.